guys, it's Spurs 21 here. The Premier League returns this weekend, and Spurs, in due course, are back in action. Our first game of the Project Restart will be against Man United on Friday night, and this is my preview of it. Obviously, due to the length of time we've been away for pretty much 3 months, there's a lot of question marks about, what the team's going to be. From what we know, team-wise, Jose Mourinho has most of the players back. We do know that young centre-half Yaphet Tanganga is out with a back injury, which is unfortunate, given how well he's been progressing this season. There seems to be question marks about the fitness of Giovanni Lo Celso, but fingers crossed that he is fit, because we will need him to run the game, in my view, because he runs the team when he's been playing. Other than that, everyone's available. So which leads to the next question of what lineup does he go with? Who does he start? What formation do you go with? What's the right way to go? In my opinion, I knew before we were believing Jose Mourinho was playing 3 at the back quite a lot. And this is just my opinion, but I'm not sure that we can do that against United due to the speed that, when you have Rashford up front, the fact that you can either play through the middle or either flank. If you play 3 at the back and you have the 2 wing-backs high up, you're effectively leaving him an entire flank to just sprint down and create an opportunity. So in my view, we need to play a back 4. Again, I could be wrong, but this is just what I would do. If you guys have a different thought, leave it in the comments. So I would go for at the back, with obviously Hugo Lloris in goal. Ben Davies at left back. Toby Alderweireld, and I'm gonna go with Davinson Sanchez alongside him. Again, only because if you put Alderweireld and Vertonghen in, the Spurs centre halves who rely on positioning and awareness, to make clearances and tackles. They don't have huge amounts of pace to catch up with, centre forwards if they get caught out of position. And, for some of the flaws that Sanchez has in his game, he's got the speed to be able to recover from a situation. So I put him in alongside Alderweireld. And considering there isn't a right back available, I would put Sergio Aurier in there. He's very Jekyll and Hyde. He does have moments of brilliance in him, but too many times he ends up being a car crash. It's fair to say, but we do need him to have a good game if he does start with him. So that's how the defence would look. So my vision is to have a 3-man midfield and then 3 up forward. So the 3 in the middle I would have would be Moussa Sissoko as the sort of point in the middle, with Tunga Ndombele and Lo Celso, in midfield alongside him. I maybe would one of the only people, but I'm really excited that Sissoko is back fit. Because when Mourinho arrived, Sissoko in the team, Sissoko was actually beginning to come good. He was really becoming authoritative. He was, running well. He was even getting forward and creating shots. He was even scoring at last for us, and he really seemed to be finally coming into his own before he went out injured, which was really unfortunate timing for him. So, and I think if you have him there, he can free up, Ndombele and Lo Celso, to push forward more and not have them rely so much on tracking back. So I'd have Sissoko there. I'd have Ndombele. The question marks around Ndombele are huge. We all know the talent's in him. We've seen the glimpses of ability through the season. And I pray that with, a whole 3 months of hopefully living and training well, and all the pictures we've seen in training, it looks like he's still white as well. there's a massive player in there that's ready to be unlocked if he's got the application to do it, and I really, really hope that he's got it. And of course, we know that the quality of Lo Celso has been proven throughout the season. When he kicked into the side fit, he rammed that tomb, and I really, really hope he's available Friday night because we need him there. So that would be my three-man midfield, and then up front I would have Heung-Min Son on the left, Stevie Bergwijn on the right, and of course the main man Harry Kane up top. For me, Son's a no-brainer. Son and Kane are no-brainers. You know, Kane back, having actually had a proper rest, probably for the first time maybe ever in his career since he broke into our side. You know, and fully healed up from that hamstring problem. You know, I'm very, very excited about that prospect. Son, obviously, I mean, for all the times he can be very frustrating in front of goal, he has bailed us out so many times that, you know, he's invaluable. So the only question mark would be that right flank, and I know you've got options like Lucas Moura there possibly, but for me, given how short he's been in the team, Bergwijn's already established that, you know, he can command and take that role, you know, and he's not scared of taking chances. You look at the Man City game, the half volley he scored was just to do that in your very first game. You know, it speaks volumes of the player you are, and you know, I think he's going to be a real hidden gem for us. So that would be the lineup I'd go for. You've got a solid back four that, you know, depending on how you like to attack, is going to look, which, you know, is probably going to be spearheaded by Rashford. You've at least not given them an open wing to run into. You've at least got a solid four line, you know, to try and defend well. You've got Sissoko there as the midfield enforcer to, you know, clean up and win the ball, and then you free up in the middle of Lo Celso to create chances and get forward for them, for Son, for Bergwijn and for Kane. And obviously that's what I would do. Obviously it's the big push to the end of the season. There's 9 games left. Given how the way the season's gone, you know, this could be the start of something. I think the time always actually done us a lot of good because we were in a real low ebb, and I think maybe the break's allowed everyone to reset themselves. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. And given that we're only 4 points away from 5th, which could, if Manchester City's Champions League ban is, you know, confirmed in the Court of Arbitration for Sport, that might be all we need to get to the Champions League next season. So, you know, a win against United, that cuts it immediately to 1 point. So, but I do emphasise, in my view, we have to win Friday in order to give us a chance. Because I think if we either don't win or worst case scenario lose, I think it's going to be too much to catch up. So, and if we do win that first game, I think that will give us a massive confidence boost and would really propel our momentum forward for the last games of the season that we've got. So yeah, there's a lot on the line Friday night, and all we can do is hope the boys turn up and deliver for us. It's good to have it back. It's good to have that combination of excitement, of nerves, of dread, of anticipation. Yeah, so I know we ended this first half of the season, I guess you could say, on a low foot. You know, the team was very down. A lot of the fans were very down. But you know, as I said, it's a chance to reset the clocks and just go and, you know, deliver the potential of that team that we all know is there. And as I say, fingers crossed that the boys pull it off. So that's my preview ahead of the Man United game on Friday night. What are you guys' thoughts on what would your lineups be? Do you think we've still got a chance to get into the Champions League for next season? And How do you think the game's going to go? Leave all of your thoughts in the comments as ever, guys. Thank you as ever for your incredible support. And don't forget to stay true and be you. I've been Ben Spurs 21. I'll see you soon. And as always, come on you Spurs!